Everybody ready for a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bonanza!
Technology is only important if it truly solves a problem. I invented Coravin in part because my wife stopped drinking when she was pregnant with our child. And I realized at that point that I was stuck having to drink the whole bottle once I opened it. And what I really wanted to do was just be able to have the perfect glass without having to think about when I was going to drink from that bottle again. As soon as you pull the cork from a bottle of wine, air gets in. After a while, the wine starts to oxidize and is no longer drinkable. I work in the field of medicine, and I develop new medical devices. I developed a delivery system that used a needle to go in and out of an implant. So I had this idea that I could use this same needle to be able to go through the cork and get access to the wine that I wanted. Coravin is a system that allows you to pour wine from a bottle without opening. When you pour wine with the Coravin system, the last glass is always as amazing as the first. You just insert the needle, tip the bottle, and pour. When you're done pouring, pull the needle out, cork reseals. So you can remove the Coravin from your bottle, put the bottle back in your cellar, drink it again next week, next month, even next year. People are passionate about wine because of its incredible variety of smells, of tastes. There's literally an infinite variety to explore. This is the best time to be a wine consumer. There's more wine being made now than ever in history. Coravin is almost like a passport to be able to explore all these different regions, all these different grapes. So before we launched, I wanted to make sure that Coravin worked not just for me, but for the top tasters and wine professionals in the world. And we blind tasted their wines 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and even 3 years after they were first Coravin against another bottle from the same case that had never been touched. When they couldn't tell, that was when I really knew that it worked. No great product is possible without an amazing team of people to make it happen. We have added some of the most talented and brilliant people to Coravin since it was founded in 2011. Coravin is constantly innovating, from the original Coravin up to the new Bluetooth fully automatic Coravin Model 11. It's important for me and for Coravin as a whole that we continue to innovate and that we are the world's premier wine technology company, not just bringing technology to the consumer, but solving their unmet needs in the world of wine.
Hi, I'm Sean, the founder of Growlerworks. We started this company with a simple mission, to keep craft beer fresh. So we invented this. We call it the U-Keg.
The U-Keg is an advanced fresh beer growler system. The regulator cap keeps oxygen out and uses an 8-gram food-grade CO2 cartridge, along with the selector dial to dial in the perfect carbonation level. The top assembly lets you easily pour your beer anytime you want. There's also a sight glass and a pressure gauge to see what's happening inside. The vessel's double wall, vacuum insulated stainless steel. It keeps your beer cold for hours and it's durable. And there's a sweet handle. When you get home, the U-Keg fits right in your refrigerator. You can keep your beer cold and fresh until you're ready to drink it.
Here in Portland, we love drinking craft beer. We also love riding bicycles. But as you know, glass growlers just aren't very portable. But we designed the U-Keg to be durable, so you can take your beer with you wherever you go.
Hey Bruce,
Hey.
that's a nice shirt.
Yeah, thanks so much. How you doing?
Good. What beer should I get?
I think today's an ESB day.
Ah, sounds good.
Awesome. Enjoy.
U-Keg by Growlerworks. Keep your craft beer fresh to the last drop.
With The Verge, and this is an entire computer. It's the new Raspberry Pi 3, the third in the line of Raspberry Pi's extremely cheap PCs. Like the others, this one is just $35, and it's probably going to be even easier to use thanks to two of its new features. It now has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on board. That's going to be a huge help for schools because they won't have to wire up entire rooms with Ethernet cables, and they'll just be able to hook up a classroom over Wi-Fi. They're also really great for researchers. They'll now be able to have sensors send information over Bluetooth and have them all recorded and captured by the Raspberry Pi. It looks like they should be pretty complicated to use, but they're actually really easy to set up. Hooking up a Raspberry Pi is basically just plugging things into all of its different ports. You need to put a micro SD card into its storage slot, hook up HDMI so that there's a monitor, and then use micro USB for power. So even though there's Bluetooth on the new Pi, you'll still want to use USB just to get started while you're setting everything up. But once you are in the Pi, it's really easy to use. It's a pretty standard Linux computer, and it comes preloaded if you're using something like Raspbian with an Office suite, programming tools, and even some advanced stuff like Wolfram. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth may not seem like big upgrades, but they're a big deal for the people who use Raspberry Pis, and they should make them much more capable as complete computers. Plus, the fact that they're still just $35 means it's probably going to be as popular as ever.